It's not enough to it's not enough to be right. It's just to keep the peace with the flick of the light. You have to be blind not to see design, and where the wolves and the wicked cross the line. It's not enough to be moral, and it's not enough to be kind, when the lessons of history are leaving us so blind. Check the archives, flick the page of your book, the lessons of history, get a predatory look. You're standing on the moral high ground, looking so tall, but the higher the peak, the better that we fall. Being just is a shield that's starting to crack, while the shadow behind you prepares on attack. Being right is a comfort ghost in your head, but the right is forgotten once they be cold and they're dead. It's not enough to be just, not enough to be right. You can't just keep the peace at just a flick of the light. You have to be blind not to see the design, and where the wolves and the wicked are constantly crossing the line. Teachers of peace, yeah, when they sounding like a song, until the rhythm is broken and you realize everything's wrong. You want their fight to be fair, but man, that's a mistake, 'cause a certain amount of the soul that you must break. You gotta fight evil with evil, and let the darkness bleed in. To conquer that devil, you got to know, embrace that sin, be mean, be ruthless, reassert your will. If you don't take the shot, the enemy will. It's not that you need to be just, 'cause it's not enough to be right. Democracy's weak, they're fragile and slow. The garden of the voices barely grow, and we need them, crave them. Irony's so deep, with the rest of the world playing for the keep. You looking at the screen, but you don't see the play. We're not in the same room when it's all fading to gray. Justice for the bad, while the good and taking the blow. It's the only different for the reality of the one that you know. You have to be blind not to see the design, where the wolves and the wicked are constantly crossing the line. It's not enough to be just, not enough to be right. You can't just keep the peace that you got. So no flicker more than a light. Not enough to be moral, not enough to be kind, when the lessons of history are leaving us blind, blind, blind. Much love to the future.